Hello, hello. It is day 28 of 365 days of my raw journey through suspending disbelief. It is May 20th, 2024, and I'm super stoked. What a great day. Like, just what a great day. It was a holiday here, May long weekend, Victoria Day. My kids were still with their dad, and my oldest went to see her boyfriend again because, they're obsessed with each other. They're 13. Um, and I just had the house to myself. It was quiet. And I got to record and do all of the sound and edits and everything for some of the tracks for my meditation album, which I am so flippin' excited about. Like, it's been so long, and I'm so, so excited that the inspiration is back and that the motivation is back and that the blocks are gone. Like, just there was so much standing in the way before, and it was such a hard thing to get done. And now it's just like boom, 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 and it's happening so quickly. And I'm so happy with the end result of the tracks that I was working on. Like, shaky, excited, kind of happy. Like, I'm just like, I love them so much. I love them so much. Um, and this really just brought me back to, as I was kind of reflecting on this right before recording here, this really brought me back to what I was talking about yesterday. Um, that the mantra, I choose to feel what I want to create, and really what I want to create. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can list out all of the monetary goals and all of the specific things that I want to accomplish and the things I want to buy and the home I want to have and all of these kinds of things. Um, I can go on and on and on about all of that. But what do I really want to create? And what I want to create is bliss. I don't want to just create joy. I want bliss. I want a life that is so freaking fun that I am like bouncing out of bed in the morning, so excited to start my day. Um, just crazy excited, happy, fun, loving life. And that doesn't mean that there has to be like no downtime or no low points. But I want that to be the general state of things in my life. And you guys, I'm not really that far off from that. Like, there are times that are hard, and in fact, I seem to have more of them than a lot of people, or maybe I'm just more vocal about it. Um, but in general, how I feel in my day-to-day life is a very positive thing. I'm very happy. I love my life. And it's not perfect by any means, but I love it. And I just I feel this momentum building into not just a life of joy and peace. Peace is another big one that I want to create. But into this life of bliss, of just like, my life is amazing. The things I create are amazing. I'm so excited to share the things that I create. Everything is amazing. Like, that's how I feel right now. And I really feel like I capitalized on that mantra today, that I choose to feel what I want to create. I put myself in this energy today of just like, everything is amazing. And I just love it. And I love being in this energy. And again, not to spiritual bypass, not to, you know, do any sort of false positive or toxic positive um thing here. Like, this is 100% genuine. Um and of course, I know that even creating a life of bliss, that I am going to have days that do not feel amazing and things happen that do not feel amazing. However, they will be fewer and farther between because that is what happens when we are attracting and co-creating our lives, when we are using the law of attraction, and what we feel on the inside creates what's on our outsides, right? So, just super, super happy with today, loving the momentum. Um, yeah, I really didn't feel the need to suspend disbelief today. It was just like, oh yeah, it's freaking happening. Everything is amazing. The things are just getting done. Like click, click, click. Things are just done and amazing and wonderful. And um I started to uh do something, use an affirmation that I have used in the past. Um and it's been a long time, and I'm not really sure what like, it's just one of those things that seems to be cyclical. Like I sometimes think of doing it and sometimes I don't, right? But as I was like paying bills today, as I was dealing with financials and everything, it was, instead of like, oh my gosh, like look how fast the money is draining away after it came in. Instead, it was just like, frick yeah, like I am so grateful that I'm able to live a life where I pay for these things. I'm so grateful for the services that are being provided to me with these payments, right? And so the affirmation is just um that anything that I spend or pay comes back to me at least twice. um I don't know why I'm like stumbling over this, uh if not tenfold. So the intention that I'm putting out, I really, I don't know why I'm like blanking on my words here, but the intention that I'm putting out is that anything that I pay for, anything that I spend money on, that money is coming back to me twofold or up to tenfold. That I am just, and it kind of depends on what I'm feeling in the moment. Like if I don't believe tenfold, I'm not going to say it because that is a lot, right? But if I, and so sometimes I'll use the 2 times versus the 10 times, right? Um, but anyways, I started doing this again today and it was just like, "Oh, I can't wait for this to come back twofold," or "I can't wait for this to come back tenfold." And um that is something that in and of itself almost needs to build its own momentum. Affirmations are a very earthy way to manifest, like a very, and when I say earthy, I mean like earth energy is a very slow moving energy. So there's nothing wrong with affirmations, and they are very powerful, and they are very beneficial when it comes to manifestation. But I find them to be more supplementary. I find them to be like not my sole method, because for me at least, um, they're just slow, right? You have to keep on doing it for so long consistently, which is difficult with ADHD. Um, Not impossible, but difficult. And just sort of all of those things just combine to make me feel like they're great as a bonus, as sort of like a supplement to what I'm already doing, but they're definitely not even close to my only tool. But I do love to use them still. And I do, um, one thing that I really love to do is to sort of combine my gratitude and my affirmations. So instead of just like saying that anything that I pay for is going to come back to me twofold, instead I'm saying I'm so grateful that everything that I buy and everything that I pay for comes back to me twofold, right? Or tenfold, whatever you want to say. Um, but when I say it like that, that feels a lot better. That feels a lot more aligned for me. So yeah, sharing that in case that's helpful for anybody. Um, I am, yeah, I'm just so super stoked about the momentum and everything. Um, the meditation album is it's shaping up to be better than I ever could have imagined. I am so friggin' happy with it. I'm so excited about it. If you are in my Heartbeats Harbor group tomorrow morning, I'm going to be sharing one of the tracks for free. Um, it is One with the Land grounding guided meditation. Um, and there will be no sign up, nothing required. If you're a member of that group, you'll be able to just access the meditation inside the group. Um, if you want to join the group, I will link that in the show notes, as well as I will drop the link to pre-order your copy of the guided meditation album, which I don't know if I like fully talked about it in the previous episode where I mentioned that I was getting back on board with it, but this has been a passion project for a while now. I've been doing guided meditations for a while, for over a year for sure, where I've done them in a group setting, um, things like that. But this particular project kicked off when I did a guided meditation for a group of ladies in my Heartbeats Harbor group, and it was a moon meditation of some sort, full moon, new moon, I can't remember. But I asked for feedback, and some of the feedback was just like, you move really fast, you talk really fast, right? So it was a little bit hard to kind of anchor into what the stuff is, and or like, get really into the meditation, really connected to it. And that made so much sense. I have ADHD and I just am fast. Like I always am fast, and I talk fast and I think fast, and so even though I felt like I slowed down, it just wasn't quite enough for the average person. So that was kind of the feedback from multiple of these ladies, which I appreciated so much. But one, Jess said something about creating a meditation called If You Would Just Sit Fucking Still. And I was floored. Like I was just like, that is that is so perfect for an ADHD woman who, especially when I first started out with meditation, I really struggled with meditation. Like I could not focus. I could not get my brain to shut off. I could not, um, all of these things. Anyway, this is what this whole album is created based around. Um, that is the title. If you would just sit fucking still. And one of the actual meditations in the album is the title track, If You Would Just Sit Fucking Still. And then all of the rest, as well as that one, are unique, channeled, guided meditations created by me. These are things you will not find anywhere else. They're very different, very, very unique. And no, they're not all like crazy or whatever or just for ADHDers. That one particular track is really designed around that, but there's some really interesting and unique and different ways of meditation, as well as some more regular ones, but that are again unique and channeled by me. And I'm just so excited, you guys. I can't stop thinking about it. I can't stop talking about it. This project is finally getting done. I'm so excited. So yeah, I will link the page for pre-ordering the album, as well as the link to join the Heartbeats Harbor group. That was the other one. So that if you are not already a member of the group and you're listening to this, you can jump in there and access the One with the Land grounding guided meditation that I will be sharing tomorrow morning, for free with the members of my group. and that will stay there. So if you are listening to this, a few days later or even, months later or whatever, you can access it inside of the group, kind of test drive one of the meditations and see if the album is something that you're interested in purchasing. That said, I am going to try to wind down my energy and get some rest tonight because big day again tomorrow with no kids where I get to record and record and record and record. And I'm so excited. So I love you all. Thank you for listening, and I will talk to you tomorrow.